Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. This is an update of a case that we have been following since February of 2026 when it was filed in Latah County State Court in Idaho. EWU Media versus the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department. There are allegations of alleged violations of the Idaho Public Records Act by the respondents. And the petitioner, that's EWU, alleges that the respondents, the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department, violated Idaho's Public Records Act, the IPRA, in the manner in which they responded to EWU's public records requests filed in 2025, seeking records relative to the investigation of the crimes that occurred at 1122 King Road on November 13th, 2022, and the investigation also into Brian C. Koberger. The last major event that happened in this case occurred on May 18th, approximately 2.5 weeks ago, when there was oral argument, that is a hearing that occurred before Judge Marshall. And during that proceeding, Judge Marshall noted that the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department had the equivalent of a motion to dismiss embedded within their response. What the judge noted is that the respondents were stating that this case had been improperly filed, that EWU Media had not registered with the state of Idaho's Secretary of State, as they stated EWU needed to in order to avail themselves of the public courts in Idaho. EWU Media is an out-of-state entity, and they are registered in Nevada. Now, one thing to note is that EWU did go on in May of 2026 and register, it appears, with the Secretary of State of Idaho. But the question that's being posed here was, should that have been done before the lawsuit was even initiated? Because by that time, the lawsuit had been proceeding for a few months already. Judge Marshall indicated that she would take the matter under advisement. EWU has indicated that they believe this is an incorrect reading of the law, that they do not conduct business in Idaho, that they are a media organization. But they did go ahead and register with the state of Idaho Secretary of State in May. So the question here is, was that too late, or will the case be permitted to proceed? That's a question that was not resolved at the hearing because the court indicated that she would take matters under advisement and issue a ruling. We've had a look at the docket, and as of today, June 4th, 2026, there's no ruling as of yet. So we're going to continue to monitor the docket for this ruling, because if the court rules in favor of the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department, then this case will be effectively dismissed. It'll be closed, and then it will be a wait and see if EWU Media would go ahead and refile the lawsuit or not. If, conversely, the judge denies that request and finds that the proceedings should go on, then the next big event in the case is on August 5th, 2026, when the parties are due back in court, and the court is going to take oral argument on the substantive issues regarding the specific allegations that EWU Media is making. They're saying that some records were not provided at all. Other records were overly redacted, and they're saying that both instances allege violations of the IPRA. Please stay tuned to the Indie Zone. We're going to keep you posted as developments arise. Thank you for joining us here today.